So what is this confirmation pop-up? Confirmation pop-up is nothing but it will be displayed as pop-up where you will have to take the action either cancel or OK. So you will have to read the message text over there, how it is, and based upon your decision, you will have to select that option. So let us suppose you have a requirement. I'm just going to log into the system. So let's define one requirement. The requirement can be anything. This is our existing program, which we have been using in the last 3 or 4 sessions. So here, suppose this is your field, just we are populating some field over here. Okay. And here in this field, suppose other than some material number here we are populating. Here also we are having some material number, right? Here also we are having some material number. So this input field is blank. Suppose this, you want to do the validation kind of stuff also with the help of confirmation pop-up. Okay. So for example, suppose if you are not giving some data over here in this input underscore field, and your customer is telling that, if he is not giving the data over here, just he want to look for an option that he can go ahead without giving this data just by entering this material number only. Okay, this field can be, in some scenario can be optional, or in some scenario this field can be mandatory. Okay, so based upon his decision, he would like to go ahead. If it will be mandatory, he will provide the data and then he will go. If it is not mandatory, then he will not provide the data and simply he will go ahead. Okay, just by entering the data over here. So such kind of requirement, let us suppose we are having, right? So now what I will do that, let's go and write the code for this. Okay, just go back, and we are having a screen, this one, where I want to display the confirmation pop-up, right? 100 number screen. So under which module we are supposed to display that one, where we are supposed to write the code for the confirmation pop-up? Any guess where it would be better to write? Where, like, it we should, in PAI or PBO, where we are supposed to write? Okay. See, so on a screen, actually, we are trying to display the data, right? On a screen, we are trying to get the pop-up. Some screen pop-up we are trying to get on the screen. So it's better to write under the PBO just before displaying the screen. If we take any action over there, the control will come first to the PAI, and then when it will come to the PBO, at that point of time, it should display that one. So it is not like some validation or something kind of stuff. We are going to do the stuff on the screen. So it's better to write the code on the PBO. So what we will do that, we'll create one more module over here, module confirmation pop-up. Okay, for which field actually we want to do, so on that particular field also, if you want to do that, is also possible. So field you can give, and what's the name of that particular field, you can go to the element list, and from here also you can also get input underscore field. Okay, so it all depends how you want to do. So like this also you can do, or simply by giving the module or this existing module also you can use. All depends on your requirement, right? So what I want to do, a kind of validation format, I want to display that confirmation pop-up. Okay, so if we know that for the validation purpose we use this field keyword, so just I'm using like that, and here the confirmation pop-up, just one module I'm going to define. Double click over here, click on this yes button, it's a PBO, click on this okay. Okay, and here SAP has given one function module for that purpose. The name of the function module is the pop-up to confirm. Pop-up to confirm. Come over here and give this one. Here you'll have to give the question. What question you would like to give over here? So I want to see here, I want to see here that if that particular field, what's the name of that field? It was input underscore value, right? If input underscore value is initial, right, then what we will write it over here, that value is not provided, right? Value is not provided over here for this text question. So we'll declare one variable lv underscore text equal to the input value is not provided, full stop, or else then data text you have provided the input value. Okay, you have provided the input value. So like that I have given. Okay, you have provided the input value. Input value is not provided. Do you want to go ahead? Do we want to go ahead? Okay, like that I have just given. You have provided the input value. Do you want to remove? Okay, do you want to remove? Just simply I'm displaying this message. Okay, now just save it and give this it over here, lv underscore text. This is the important parameter. This parameter you'll have to pass, right? Because that is the important parameter. Now here you can see that we are having the importing option. Okay, for this, once you will get this parameter, once this function module will get called, it will give you two options. Okay, if you go to this function module and run it, it will give you its tables, the import parameters. This is not giving the export parameter over here. Okay, there I will show you. Leave it, come over here, just go back. Or what is the possible value here? You can see the value answer. There is no type defined over here, right? There is no type defined over here. Okay, so let me go to export and answer. You can see that return value is 1, 2 or A, right? 1 means yes, 2 means no, and A means abort. Okay, so some documentation also they have given. 1 is left push button, 2 means the next push button, and A means the cancel push button. That's the meaning. Okay, so it's going to return, means this 3 value it's going to return. That's what the documentation is telling. Just go back and here let's define one variable like lv underscore answer, and now if size sub equal to 0 means something you have selected, right? If size sub equal to 0, that means something you have selected. Then in that case, if lv underscore answer equals to, okay, 1, that means you would like to go ahead, right? lv underscore answer equal to 1, that means you would like to go ahead. Okay. else if lv underscore answer equal to 2, that means you would like to, that means you are going to cancel this one. Okay, so in that case you are going to leave the program. Okay, so like that, so in lv underscore answer equal to 1, you don't want to do anything, you would just like to go ahead. Okay, so I'm not doing anything, or you can remove this one, this is not required. Okay, if you don't want to take any action over there, why to check this one unnecessarily? Performance overload, right? So if size var c equals to 0 and lv underscore answer equals to 2, in that case leave the program, that means you don't want to go ahead. Okay, check the syntax now. Let us see if some error. Input underscore value, it's telling unknown. Let us see if we have defined this particular value into our top include or not, right? Let's go and check if name is correct or not first. So input underscore value, the name is correct, perfect. Go to this, top include. Whatever the field you have defined on the screen, you must have to define in the program if you want to, flow the data from the screen to the program and vice versa. So type quarantine, just I'm taking it over here. That's the material field. Let's take cap 40 nowadays. It's of cap 40. Okay, pretty painter. Check the syntax now and it looks good. Activate this one and come over here and let us try to check now. It's lv underscore text was already declared. Yes, no need of declaring 2 times, right? Here already I've declared using the data keyword, using the inline declaration, right? Okay, here it's not possible. This we'll have to define it explicitly. Come it over here. Locally also we can define. Come over here and data lv underscore ans type c. Check it and activate it. Right click and I'm going to activate it over here. Got activated, good. Come over here, run this one. So the input underscore field, we have not given over here anything. Okay, we have not given here anything. Just I'm going to press enter. It's giving some another pop-up. That's fine. Let us see why it's not appearing. Okay, so we'll go to 100 and put the breakpoint over there and we'll try to understand what's the problem. It's happening, why it's not you know working. So under the 100 number screen, call a screen, this is fine, where we have written the code. It is not here. Why? Have we written somewhere else? Where is our code? We have written where? Pop-up to confirm, confirmation pop-up. Yeah, here we have written the code, but this confirmation pop-up, right? Under which module it has been defined? Where it has gone? Okay, no problem. We'll again write it. I don't know. It seems by mistake it has been deleted. So field input underscore a value and then the module. Okay, confirmation pop up, right? What was the exact name for that particular module, that we will confirmation underscore pop-up, confirmation underscore pop-up, full stop, give the pretty printer, check the syntax. Now it is fine, and this is how we are having. Now we'll put the breakpoint over here. We'll check in case if some error is there, right? Run it. Yeah, this time it is coming, right? Place F6, 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 right? And press F8. The confirmation pop-up input value is not provided. See, this is the pop-up is coming. Input value is not provided. Do you want to go ahead? But when this input value should come, when this particular confirmation message should come, right? When we will come onto this screen, and if we take any action like save button or press enter, then it should come. It is not displayed at this particular point. Okay, so when the very first time when you are calling this screen, at that time it should not call. Okay, at that time it should not call. So how to handle this situation? How to handle this situation? So to handle this situation, we will have to use one flag. Okay, we'll have to use one flag. And how we can use that flag? So the very first time, let's go into the change mode, go to this confirmation pop-up, and here we will have to identify that it's the very first time. So at that point of time, what we can do, that we can define one global flag variable. Okay, global flag we can define. We can go over here, let's define one flag, lv underscore uh you know first time, first time type caravan. Okay, lv underscore first time flag, and this is a global one, so I'm just using the gv. Copy this one, just save it, come to this particular point under 100 right here. And what I would like to do here, that if it is initial, okay, if it is initial, then don't run this, all this code and all what we have written, don't run this. So if that flag is initial, means the very first time it will be initial only, right? If it is initial, at that point of time, what you can do, that you come over here and else set that particular flag. If it is initial, then don't run this one, right? If this is initial, sorry, right over here, if it's not initial, okay, if this is not initial, then just a second, I'm doing mistake over here. This is fine. Here actually we are supposed to write, if it is not initial, in that case, if it is not initial, then only you run. Okay, this confirmation pop-up, all this code what we have written over here, you can see that it's so much lengthy to make you understand for me also. Why? Because we have not modularized the code. So let us do the modularization. Okay, so if gv underscore first time flag is not initial, then perform now perform pop-up, something like that. I'm just giving perform pop-up else, and all this code I will put into this subroutine here. All this code whatever I've written I will put into a subroutine. Okay, or else I will set this flag. Okay, I will set this flag equals to x, full stop. Okay, and if, and I will modularize this code. Okay, I will modularize this code, put, remove this one and cut and paste. Cut from here and cut from here to here, here, Control X, go to this subroutine, create a subroutine. Where you can create the subroutine? For subroutine, have we created any, include in the master program itself, or you can create a new, include for the subroutine, right? So Z demo subroutine, and you can put all the subroutine one under a single include, right? Click on this yes button and here Control V. Okay, so now it's good. Okay, now it's good. So what you understood over here, what I have done over here, I have done inside this module, if gv underscore first underscore time underscore flag is initial, means the very first time it will be initial, it's obvious. Is not initial, so very first time it will be initial means blank, right? So if it will be blank, it will not very first time it will not pop up. It will come into this and just it will set the flag. When the second time it will come, it will just go and see over here, right? It will just go and check it over here. Petty printer, check the syntax, activate this one, activate, and some, okay, let's go into the change mode and now activate this one. Activated, come to this, let me do one thing. I will run once again this transaction. Okay, run this one, and you can see that here gv underscore first underscore time flag is not initial, right? Very first time it will not be initial, so it is setting over here, and the performation this perform pop-up is not getting triggered. Press F8 now. Okay, now I'm going to take some action over here, right? Press enter or something like that. So this is some another information message is coming from the value updated. We can remove this one. Okay, click on this OK button. Now it will come to this particular point. Okay, we can come to this particular point. Here you can see that now this time it's X, right? So now it will come to this perform pop-up, and here it will just put the, see that it will initial text, so it will just tell that input value is not provided. Do you want to go ahead, right? So if you want to go ahead, click on this yes button, or else I will click on this no button. So if you will click on this no button, it will be, you can see that it will go back on the program. Suppose if you want to click on, suppose if you want to, be there on the same screen. Okay, if you want to be there on the same screen, how you can do? Suppose if you want to be there on the same screen, how to do? So you can use the exit button. You don't want to go ahead, you can, if you don't want to terminate the program, you can use the exit keyword. Let's go and check. Okay, go to this 100 and go to this confirmation pop-up, this pop-up, and if you don't want to leave the program, you can just write it over here, the exit button, sorry, exit syntax, activate this one, activate, put the breakpoint, go to this transaction, run this. So the very first time it will not populate, right? That is fine. And when I'm pressing enter over here, this is some another message, ignore this. This is the actual message which we are looking for. So if you are going to click on this yes button, in that case means you are trying to go ahead, means the processing should not be disturbed. But when you are going to click on this no button, what it should happen, it should exit the flow and come to the same screen. Okay, it should come to the same screen. Okay, so like that you can handle this scenario, you can handle the confirmation pop-up. So You can display the confirmation pop-up like this if you want to display in little nice way. Okay, some, you know, if you want to display uh, some decorative way, right? It's very simple, right? If you want to put some here, some icon or some icon or something like that. Okay, so in that case what you can do, that just go back, and I will remove that particular message which is coming every time. Mm, this is the message which is coming. Let's comment this one, okay. Now we have activated, this is fine, we have activated. So go to this 100 number screen, go to this module, and here we want to display in little a decorative way. Okay, so here under the title bar you can give that uh, to identify if to check the input value. Okay, to check the input value, that field name I have kept the input value, so just I am giving the name. Okay, text question already we have given it over here, and the text button. Okay, the text button here, for the text button one you can give the yes, all right, and the text button two you can give your custom button. Okay, no or cancel, right? If you click on the no, or if you click on the cancel, something like that. The yes or no, two option is coming. Yes, go ahead. Suppose if you want to do like this, no, go back. Okay, no, go back. Yes, for the yes icon I want to put it over here. All right, what icon I would like to put it over here? Several icon, you can go and check. There is a table called icon. Okay, there is a table called icon. From there you can go and select the icon, right? So what particular icon you want to display? This icon, this is the ID, this is the name. Okay, so icon checked I would like to display for the yes button, and for the cancel button, you know, for the no button I would like to display either this one, icon incomplete, right? So let's copy this, icon underscore checked, and we will put this one over here. Then for the so this is for the, you know, this icon is for this particular button. Okay, and the second icon is for the second text. Okay, come over here and I will use this one, icon underscore incomplete, save it, check the syntax now, enable the exception. Okay, activate this one, it is now activated, run this one, run this one, run, and I'm just going to press enter. Okay, and this time you can see that how it's coming, yes sign, no sign, but you can see this both icon is, you know, not a good, both should not be the same. Okay, by default this cancel is coming by the SAP itself, so here we can use the icon underscore cancel option, that will be better. Okay, the cross sign kind of thing will come. Okay, input value is not to check the input value, so like that you can do. Now one important point is over here, sorry, go to SC80, come over here into this screen, go to this 100, and here under this 100 where we have written here we have written pop-up. Let's correct that. Instead of incomplete, I will display this one, icon underscore cancel. We are having one more icon called icon underscore cancel. That will be better one. Okay. The default button, if you want to display the default button, you can give the one. Display cancel button, if you want to display the cancel X. User defined F1 help, right? A start column, if you want to give some, location on which column it should start, on which particular row it should. So it's self-explanatory. You can see that means that particular pop-up, if you want to display on some particular position, it will, if you want to give for that particular info, you can give the, info one, something like that, info 2, button 1, button 2, right? Info for button 1 and info for button 2. Info for button 2. So like that you can do. Pop-up type, there are different types of pop-up type. You can go and check in the documentation, right? What is the possible value you can give? You can come to here and the pop-up type, icon underscore name optional, right? Where you can get the documentation for this pop-up type. Here you can get the documentation. Come over here and it is telling that pop-up type, this is our text. Pop-up type specifies which icon appears to the left of the text. Possible values, icon message question, icon message information, icon message warning, icon message error, icon message critical. I'm just going to, so anything you can open and it will just before the title it will show you, right? The possible value it has given from the function module documentation, you can write it. Okay, paste it over here, and this much is sufficient. PT printer, check the syntax, activate this one, activate. Go to this transaction, run this one, run once again, press F8 and press enter, and here you can see that this I have given that icon type. No, from there it is taking. Okay, from there it is taking. Input value is not provided. Do you want to go ahead just before this message? So it depends on what kind you want to do. If you put the cursor, it will give you the info you can give for this particular button. From where it is taking, from that function module, just we have written that. No, from there it's taking. So when I'm clicking on that particular cross button, it's giving me a cannot be interpreted as a number, right? Why a cannot be interpreted? I'm aborting this one, right? That's why it's giving the number. So where it's giving the error actually, it's giving the error. So it was a dump. Suppose I have uh, I have come back from the dump and I want to see once again the dump. So you can go to the transaction st22. I just want to show you that from where that particular dump is coming, and just you can give the date and all these things over here. Click on this start button so that all the dump for today it will come, right? So what is the error? Convert to number. When I'm clicking on that X button, no, cancel close button, it's giving me the error. I want to see the detail of the dump. Same dump detail you can get it from here. All the dump gets logged under the transaction st22. So that from there you can go and check. Okay. Short text. This is telling I want to show you where that error is coming, right? So that error is coming while comparison, right? While comparison, correct? Why? Why? Because lv underscore answer I have given as a character data type, And how I'm comparing? As the integer data type I'm comparing. So how to correct this error? Any one of you can tell me how to correct this error? Okay, just tell me how I can correct this error. Here I have taken this as a character data type, right? And here I'm comparing with the integer data type, right? So can you tell me how to correct this one?
Yep, we have to put into the bracket means single quotes.
Yeah, right. Very good. So we'll have to put into the single quotes. Activate this one, activate, and now it will work fine. It will not give you any kind of problem. Press F8, press F8, and I'm not giving any value. Press enter. Even if you give the value, then also it will give you the pop-up. There you will have to select, right? I'm clicking on this particular button now, and we will see this time it's not giving any error, right? You can see that. Okay. If you give some value, it will, this time also the pop-up will tell, but the message will be different. You can see you have provided the input value. Do you want to, do you want to remove? I have written that, do you want to remove? Okay. Do you want to remove? So if I want to remove, I will come back over here. Yes, I want to remove. Accordingly, you can, here text also dynamically you can populate based upon the text message. Dynamically, I'm displaying the text message. So here also it should be dynamically, right? Because at this point of time, if you read this one and if you see the answer, it is not matching, right? You have provided the input value. Do you want to remove? So if you want to remove, yes, go ahead, go here and remove. It's fine, it's fine. It's matching. So if it's matching, it's fine. If it is not matching, you will have to, take care. Dynamically, you can display using the variable. So the confirmation pop-up you have just seen how I have done. Confirmation pop-up. One important point here is that which I would discuss with you, and you will, feel a kind of unique point. You might be thinking that why we have given this 001, why we have given, I have not given, automatically system has taken. If you want, you can remove. Okay, if you want, you can remove. But why system has given? If you remove that one, there is no problem. It will work properly, perfectly. There will be not any problem. But why the system has given? What is the benefit? Benefit of that, suppose if a German person is going to log in into their system in the German language, and if they are going to use this particular transaction, okay, they will also get this particular text in their language. In this English language only. Yes, go ahead, no, go back, like that they will get, right? Like that they will get. So what the problem he will face, he will not be able to understand because he does not know English. So this text must be converted into the German language, and that's where the purpose of the 001 and 002 will fulfill. So if you double click over here, actually, if you double click over here, actually, what will happen that if you know, if you double click, go over here, double click, click on this yes button, you can see that yes, go ahead, document title, right? Yes, go ahead and document title. If you just remove this, or just here keep it. Okay, I have removed that one. Okay, so if you remove that and activate this one, remove now this breakpoint and all, I don't want. Okay, here go back. Okay, text 02 does not exist. Do you want to create the text? This text is not this particular text does not exist for this 002. So basically, actually, this 001 means text 001. Okay, this 002 means text hyphen 002. Okay, that's the meaning of the 002 and 001. So actually, if you have given, it will go and check first for this text 001. If it is there, then it will display that text. If it is not there, in that case, it will display this one. So if you have mentioned this text, you can translate into the multiple language. But if you have hard coded, in that case, it will not be possible, right? In that case, it will not be possible if you have hard coded. And that's why people tell to use the constant, not do the hard code, because if you have the constant and all, or if you have used the text like this text 001 and 002, you can go and translate those text so that in multiple language that text can be converted based upon the login language. Okay, that's why we are not supposed to use the hard code. But suppose if you think that if suppose some text is not maintained in the different languages, in that case by default something should be displayed. In that case by default something should be displayed. So if no text is maintained in that test, in that case this will be displayed. Whatever the hard coded you have done now, that will be displayed. Okay, remove this one, just I will show you. So these are the benefits. One benefit is that if you're going to maintain, you will be able to maintain the translation. And other thing is that means if you are doing like this, other thing is that if nothing is maintained over here, then in that case, whatever you have mentioned over here, that will be displayed, right? So you go here 001. Initially it was not, maintained. You can see that program does not exist. Do you want to create the object? No, I don't want to create the object. So if nothing was there, it was just picking. It was just picking this value, just we have seen. Now let's go and maintain some value for this 001. Okay, so this is, I will, yes, yes, please go. I'm going to mention please. Just remember, please go ahead. Please go. And there was 002 also, so here itself I'm going to write no, please go back. No, please go back. Now let's go and observe how you will get the output. How you will get the output. We'll just go and observe. Activate this one, go back, and here also we'll activate, right click and activate. Sorry, here right click and activate. So
Text
we have
has been
activated
changed
now.
here.
Sorry.
Here the text has been changed in whatever we have written on text 001 and here in text button 1, yes, please go. That text has been changed automatically, I think so.
Where we have changed?
Text underscore button underscore 1 in there we have written before, yes, please go ahead. That I think so.
Hmm.
And in
I,
001 we
I
hello.
mean, sir, I'm not getting a point. What you want to tell exactly over here?
Means that here in the text button one we have hard coded this one. No? Yes, please go.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Here automatically it has come, right?
Yeah,
We are,
that's
yeah, yeah. We will remove this one. Yes, go ahead. I will write yes. Go ahead. And no, here it has not changed, right? It is fine. Okay. Everywhere I have used the please option, right? If you go here and check this, no, please go back, and yes, please go. Okay, so just come, yes, Go ahead. No, go back. Here we don't have please. There we have the please. So now let us observe how it's going to work. Run it, run it, run it, and you can see that yes, please go, no, please, right? Yes, please, no, please, right? So because we have mentioned, now you might be thinking why this much less is coming, right? So we'll have to increase the size of this one. Okay, we'll have to increase the size of this. We'll have to increase the size, then only properly all the text will come. If your text is more, the length is more, you'll have to increase this size. Okay, just I have shown you how to increase the size. It has given you the option over there to increase. Okay, so what you understood, that if you have not given, if you have not given what, come over here, if you have not given over there, means if you are not maintain this text element. Okay, if you have not maintained this text element, if you have maintained, it will pick up from here. Okay, if you have not maintained, if you have not maintained, then it will take this data. So suppose here we have maintained, here we have maintained, here we have maintained in the English language, but in the German language this is not maintained. Suppose, okay, in the this text is the language specific. So in the German, someone is going to log into their German, you know, language. There, if he goes and check, he will not be able to find it, because this has been, our language is the English language, and in the German language it has been not, it has been not maintained. If you see that we have logged into the English language, right here. So we have maintained into the English language, not in the German language. So if he is going into, if he is going into and going to log in into the German language, and suppose if we're going to use like this, if we're going to use like this, okay, if we're going to, I'm going to comment this one, going to comment this one, they are going to use like this. Okay, text a hyphen 001, right, and then text a hyphen 002. Okay, text a hyphen 002. Okay, now what will happen here in the English language? It is fine because we are having this text, it will display. But in the German language, what the problem he will face? What the problem he will face? The problem he will face that he will not be able to get any text over there. Any custom text he will not be able to get over there. Whatever the standard text, you can see currently we are able to get, right? But if someone is going to log into the German language, I will just show you by logging into the German language, right? Go into and log in into the German language. Here, just select the DE. DE stands for the German language, and so it's trying to log in into the German language. Okay. So /n SC80. So you can see that in German, all these things is coming. Type in, dictionary structure. This German language is coming. If I'm going to, this is the transaction. If we're going to run this one, if we're going to run, this is the hard coded value. So it's coming still in the English language, right? Hard coded value. So for us, it is fine. But for some German person, this will be not correct way to read for them, this tab 1, tab 2. All this text should be the translatable. How to translate the text, that we will see here, that particular things. Let us see here. Also you can see that no text is coming, right? No text is coming at this point of time. No text is coming at this point of time. Why? The reason behind that, text 001, right? The text 001 and text 002 is not defined for this particular program. Okay, you can go and check over there that, yes, please go. This is in English language. This is there in the English language. This is showing in the the original language. This is showing into the original language. It is not there in the German language, and that's why it is not showing over there. If you go and check, go to this 100, go to this confirmation pop-up, go to this pop-up. Here you can see that text 001, text 002 is there, but it's not taking. Double click over here. It's telling that the meaning of this means what? The meaning of this means your text has been maintained only in English language. Do you want to display that text? It is telling to you how to find what it is telling. So Google Translator, you can go and check into. So we use a lot Google Translator because our client is German or French or something like Belgium. So different language people are there, and if we don't know, in that case, this Google Translator will just help you like anything. It will help a lot. Okay. So Control V, it will automatically detect that it's a German language. Let me search with the German. I don't know why it is showing like this. Okay. Okay, so from Google Translator, you can go and check some problem, some, cache or something like that, some cookies and all. I need to refresh that. So that the meaning of this message is nothing but your text has been maintained in English. Do you want to display? Okay, if you want to display, then you will be able to see this text. It is not maintained in the German language, and because it's not maintained, you are not able to see. But if you could have hard coded over there, right? If you could have hard coded over there, what will happen? What will happen if you could have hard coded over there? In that case, what will happen? In that case, the benefit, if you would, if you could have done like this, okay? If you could have done like this, okay? If you could have done like this, at least it will show this, hard coded text. If it is not present in the current language, text 001, text 002, then at least this will show you this one. So if some German is knowing the English, he will be at least able to understand, right? If the some German person is knowing the English, he will be able to understand, right? So this will come as an option, but here in this case it will not come at all. But in this case, what is the, it will first go and check if text 002 is present. If it is present, it will display in the German language. It will go and check if text 001 is present in German language, it will display. If it is not present, it will display this one. That's the meaning actually, this one. So this is one important point you should know. Run this one, and if you just check it over here, you can see that yes, go ahead, no, go back. So at least you will get the default language. So that will be have like a a default text. Okay, that will be have like a default text. So what you understood? So what you understood from all this discussion, right? What you understood from all this discussion? What you understood from all this discussion, right? So from all this discussion, we understood so many things, right? If something is not maintained, then it will give the default language. Also, how to display the confirmation pop-up and all, just we have seen it over here. Now what we'll do that, I will show you that. Let me log out from here. It's a German language, it's difficult for me to understand. Run it. Try to log in into the English language, give the password, and here go to that particular program, and I will show you over here the modal dialog. What's the modal dialog? What's the meaning of modal dialog? That's the type of a screen. If we're going to create any screen, there you are having the different types of screen. Okay, so one of the type for the screen is the modal dialog box. How to use this one? So this you can use to display in form of pop-up, to display in form of pop-up. Okay, so I will just quickly show you. So, and remaining thing you can do as similar. Okay, to means everything you can do whatever you are doing with the screen, everything, but the benefit of this, it will come as a pop-up if you display something as a pop-up. To display as pop-up using modal dialog, model dialog. Okay, go to this flow logic, save it and activate it. Now this is the 500 screen number, this is the 500 screen number. So how to use this 500 screen number over here, right? How to use this 500 screen number over here? Go to this 100 number screen and go to this layout. Okay, remove this. I don't want all these things. Close this one, close this one, all these things close, remove. I think it will not be removed because we are using this one in the program inside. Maybe that's the reason it's not. But if some problem will be there, it will not let you activate. Okay, so just keep it, that's fine, it is not going to disturb me. Here I'm going to give a push button and give the text call model dialog, model dialog. Give the name, some name, model dialog. For this push button, give this md model dialog and go to this flow logic, check the syntax. Include block is not specified. Okay, remove this because we have removed the subscreen from there. That's why this is giving the error. This one also let's remove. Call subscreen and all these things remove. Okay, because we have deleted from there, right? That's why this error is coming. Now it gone. Activate it. Uh, Go into display mode, right click and activate. It is now activated. So when you are going to click on, when you are going to click on the MD push button, at that point of time I'm going to write the code over here. So when MD is pressed, that means the model dialog push button is pressed, then call screen. What is the screen? What is that particular screen? That
500.
model 500, right? 500 starting at 1010, like that. You can just do. Check the syntax. It's fine. Activate it, and now click on this transaction. Just run this. Okay. Call model dialog, and you can see that it will come like this to display as pop-up using the model dialog. Here I have written, here I have written on the 500, this text is coming. This you can use for all the purpose what you are doing over here on the screen. You can display some data, right? You can get the input. Okay, so like that you can do, like that you can do. So now you should get one option to close this one, or you should get the option to cancel this one. So this is your assignment. Try to find out how you can do it yourself. Okay, how you can do it yourself. You can say at this point of time I'm not getting anything, right, for this model dialog. How you can get it? Okay, just try to explore this one, and tomorrow I will let you know. So just close this, come over here, and it's not allowing us to do anything. Okay, so that will be the problem. You will not be able to do anything if you don't, uh, if you don't uh, give that button. Okay, so just try to explore how to get, or it will be a by default behavior. Okay, so try to get this one, and if you get, that's fine, or else I will just let you know. Let's go to the another topic that is a very important topic, that is known as the screen navigation. Okay, so confirmation pop-up we have just seen. Let me do one thing. This is the confirmation pop-up. Okay, this is the confirmation pop-up. This is capturing your value, right? This is capturing your value. This, just you remember, this is very very important, that this the concept we have discussed, right? So if text is not maintained, if text 002 is not maintained in login language, it will display the hard coded text. Hard coded text, that's the benefit of this syntax. Okay, so copy this and paste it for our reference. Okay, so I've just pasted it. So if you see here once, you'll be able to remember it quickly. The function module is the important, and how we are going to use. Other thing is very intuitive. You can just by looking over here, you will be able to understand. This was little tricky, you should know, and you will be able to use in real time also a lot. Okay, now screen navigation, this one is really very important. Okay, screen navigation. What is this screen navigation? What I mean to, what I mean for this screen navigation. Okay, what I mean for this screen navigation. So this screen navigation, what actually I'm trying to tell you over here, that uh, log out from the system, because that will not go. Simply come over here, screen navigation, screen navigation /n SEAT, and go to this transaction. What I'm trying to do it over here, that you screen navigation means from one screen to another screen. You are navigating from one screen to another screen. You have been looking that when I'm clicking on this back button, where it's going, it's coming to some call screen or something like that. Okay. So how that is coming to that call screen? How that is coming to that call screen? It is displaying this pop-up, right? It is displaying. I'm going to remove that pop-up for our understanding. Go to this 100, go into the change mode. This also I'm going to comment this one, and that pop-up is coming. Leave to screen 0, all these things. Okay. I will show you. I will show all this thing on yesterday. I was doing some experiment myself. So I will just, this is actually all these things is related with screen navigation. Okay. So I have commented, or let me delete it. Petty printer, this message and all will also, I will remove. Okay. Activate this one, activate this one. So it looks good. Okay. Activate this, run this one, run this. If I'm trying to go back, input value is not provided, do you want to go ahead? I'll have to remove those confirmation message. Okay. So it's every time it is there only. I will remove now that confirmation message related stuff so that I can show you the screen navigation. Go into change mode, and here this confirmation message, this is remove this module and all is not required now. You understood it. Remove this unnecessary code. Okay. This also maybe we can remove, check the syntax. There is no problem. Right click, check the syntax. When must be the statement. Okay, that is fine. User command, go here. Okay, case waste you come, and when we are going to click on the back button, right? When we are going to click on the back button, what we are writing? We are writing leave to screen 0, right? We are writing leave to screen 0. This is the screen navigation. It's navigating to which screen? So this type of statement actually we are trying to understand over here. Okay, such kind of a statement we are trying to understand over here. So if you see such kind of a statement, you will generally come across the statement like this. Generally you will come across the statement like this. You know? The first statement, this will not solve my purpose. Let me write like this. You will get set a screen. You will get the set screen. So this will also help you to navigate, or better I will write the one which I have been using very frequently, leave a screen, right? A leave a screen. Okay, we are having leave a screen. Another what we are having, another we are having the set a screen. Another we are having the set screen. Then another we are having the call screen. Another we are having the call screen. Okay, another we are having the call screen. And one more, just leave screen 0. Okay, leave to screen actually. Leave to screen, leave to screen 0. Okay, so these are there can be many, there can be many, but these are some important one which we are supposed to know. Okay, leave to screen. What is the meaning of this leave to screen? What is the meaning of this leave to screen? Okay, so the leave to screen means If we're going to give the leave to a screen, if we're just going to give the leave to a screen, the meaning of that means as soon as this particular statement will be encountered, as soon as, suppose if you have given leave to a screen 100, okay, so 100 is nothing but your screen number. 100 is nothing but your screen number. So as soon as this statement is encountered means when it will come into the flow, as soon as this statement is executed, as soon as this statement is executed, it will leave the current flow. It will leave the current flow and go to the screen 100. Okay, that's the meaning of this leave to screen 0. So if you have written some statement over here, if you have written some, some modify, or after this statement, suppose if you have written some abap statement, modify, if else, or some business logic you have written, will it be executed or not? Will it be executed or not? After reading this my statement, what you come to this conclusion, will it be executed or not? After this statement, if you have written such some piece of ABAP code, will it be executed or not? Please
No,
tell
sir.
me.
No.
Yes, yes, very good. It will not be executed. That's the meaning of leave to screen. Now your requirement is whatever you have written after this code, whatever you have written, modify, if else, some business logic, right? Some business logic. You want everything to get executed, you want everything to get executed after this statement, after this, after running this statement, and then it should go to the screen 100. So for that purpose, what actually you can do, that you can write set screen 100. You can write the set screen 100. So what it will do, it will run this one, all these three code also it will run, okay, and it will it will it will just executed this statement, but it will not leave the execution, means it will not branch immediately to that particular screen number. Your flow will not be disturbed until and unless complete logic, whatever under the PAI you have written, whatever under the PAI means process after input. When you are going to write this leave to a screen 100 or set to a screen 100 and all, you are going to write under the PAI, right? Under the PAI, as we have been doing, like we are going to write the case and then SciUCom, right? SciUCom, and after this we have given the when condition back, all these things, and then we are going to write this particular stuff, right? So under the PAI, this also will be there in the PAI, because you will go to some another screen after clicking, right? After clicking on some button and all, and that button will be there in form of what? Push button. Some push button will be attached, and that logic will be there inside the PAI. Okay, so what I mean to say that this one. Okay, now call screen. What is the meaning of this call screen? Now your requirement is that now your requirement is that now your requirement is you have gone to this particular screen 100, set screen 100 we are using. So currently you are there on which screen? Suppose you are there on the 100 number screen, so I'm just going to give this 500. Here also I'm going to give this 500, set screen 500. Currently you are calling from the 100 number screen. Okay, currently you are calling from 100 number screen. Okay, so set screen 500, set screen 500. So from 100 number screen you are going to 500. From 100 number screen you are going to 500. Only the difference here, you will go immediately. Here you will go immediately. It will not execute all this business logic and all. It will not execute all this business logic and all. That's why I'm putting into red color. Here it will go to the 500 number screen from 100. On the 100 number you have taken some action, right? But it will execute this one, all this business logic, then it will go to this 500. Call a screen. Suppose, what's the meaning of this? This will try to understand over here. This will try to understand over here. Call a screen 500. So call a screen 500. What it will do, that a requirement is to go to the 500 screen. So it will immediately go. It will immediately go similar to this. Leave to screen 500. Immediately go. But the benefit of this is here. If you click on the back button of this 500 screen, under the PBO of this 500 screen, means process before, sorry, PAI, under the 500, under the PAI of the 500 screen, if we are going to write the logic, that if we're going to click on the back button, you want to again come over here, the just next statement of this call screen 500. That means you want to come over here and you want to get it execute. Okay, you want to get it execute, means if you want to resume your program flow. You want to resume your program flow. If you want to resume your program flow, this is the statement you can use. So what you can do that, let me correct this here. As soon as this statement is in, it will not leave. Okay, it will not leave the current flow. Instead it will execute all the logic. Instead it will execute all the remaining logic, and then after it will go, then after it will go. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to tell it over here. Okay, so as soon as this statement is encountered, it will leave the current flow and go to the screen 100. Okay, remove this one. It will, yeah, this is correct. This one, till here it is correct. And again, if you want to come back, you want to come back and resume the processing, then you can, no, uh, then you can come back. Then you can come back using which particular, using which particular statement, you will do so. Using which particular statement you will do so. You will have to use what? Leave to screen 0. Leave to screen 0. So when you click on the back button of the 500, okay, if you click on the back button of the 500 screen, it will just come back over here on this modify statement. Just after this statement, whatever, if it is modify, it will come to modify. And just to this next statement, it will come and start executing. That's what. Leave to screen 0 means it will go to the, it will go to the which screen? the previous screen. Leave to screen 0 means it will go to the previous screen. This is about, it will go to the previous screen. Okay. So now your assignment is, what you will have to do, you will have to demonstrate this one yourself. Okay. You'll have to demonstrate this one yourself. This is your assignment. I taught you the concept. What you can do, that you can create one module pool program, and there, you know, you do like this PAI 100 means you create two, two screen. One is 100 and one is 500 screen. And when you click on the back button, leave to screen 500, or you can create one push button over there, and for that push button you can assign some function code like call 100, call 500, right? So when you are going to, you know, click on that push button, and name of that push button you can give over there, like name of the push button. So what actually you'll have to do, it, you create one screen. Screen name is screen number is 100, and for this screen you have to define one push button. This push button name is call screen 500. You have to create one more screen called 500 over here, screen number 500. In this screen, okay, in this screen you define one GUI status. So you will be having the back button and all over here. You will be having the back button. Okay, just define one GUI status. You'll be having the back button. So what I'm trying to tell it over here, that for this particular 100 number screen, under the PAI, under this PAI, you write the code over here. What code? What code you will write under this PAI? This is your PAI. Okay, this is your PAI. Under this PAI of this 100, you will have to write the code when this call screen 500 you are going to, give this function code. So when it's some function code, you can give like call 500 like that. And here first we'll have to go and check with the leave to screen 500 with this, with this particular syntax. You'll have to check its behavior. With this particular syntax you'll have to check its behavior. Okay. Okay, so you'll have to check this particular when, and this is equal to this, then leave to a screen 500. Now you will have to, what you can do, that uh, you can define one more push button. Okay, or for the same push button you can change the function, or here itself, don't do more things, or it all depends how you want to demonstrate. Or here itself, in the second time, what you do, that you second time write the code over here, set screen, set screen 500. Okay, just comment this one, comment like this, sorry, give the star. Okay, give the star or comment like this, leave to screen 500. Okay, and then you can comment again this one if you are tested, this set 500, and then call screen 500. Okay, so all these three statement you will have to test. And after this end case, you must will be having one case statement, right? Here you will be having the case statement, case psi ucom. Okay, so here you give some, you give some after this end case, you give some executable statement or modify some table. So suppose you are having some, tables called j table, j student. So declare this table, okay, first, and populate some data, or define one work area, wa type, wa type this particular table. This has been already work area, y2 again, use. So give some, a student hyphen id equals to some id, you can give 999, and write this modi, which is not there, okay, so that you can uh, go and check, modify this one, okay, from. So you'll have to observe. So if you see that leave to screen 500, what it will do, it will not go and execute this particular statement, okay, it will not go and execute this particular statement what we have written it over here. It will not go and execute, this chunk of a statement, okay. You can put the breakpoint over here and you can check, or you can display the message over here if it is successfully executed, so that you can identify. Either you can put the breakpoint or you can display the message over here. So in case of live to a screen 500, it will not come over here, okay, it will not come over here. In case of set screen 500, it will come and execute everything, and then it will go to the 500 screen. In case of call screen 500, it will immediately call to the screen 500, but the connection it will not lose for this particular current screen. It will not lose the connection. In this case, it will lose the connection, okay. Leave to screen 500, it will lose the connection with this 100, but in case of call screen 500, it will not lose the connection. If you again click on the back button of this screen 500, okay, and here for this back button, what you will have to use for this back button under the PAI, you'll have to use the leave to a screen 0. In that case, it will immediately come. So just after this, whatever the just after this, whatever the executable statement will be there, it will come over. Suppose this is the next executable statement, after this is this you have given, so it will come over here directly, okay, if you click on this back button. So this is some important point related with the screen navigation. Please try to experiment yourself, okay. Leave to screen 0. So do something yourself so that we can complete it little quickly, because if I'm again going to show, it will take one more class. That's why I'm requesting you to go ahead and do yourself, and if you're going to feel any problem, any difficulty, let me know, I will help you. It's everything is tested by me. Yesterday I have tested, I was thinking to complete it today, but I'm not able to do so because already 9 o'clock is there and you might be feeling bored now, okay. So the better you do yourself. It's very easy. Hope you understood, right? Can you tell me, did you understand what I'm trying to tell over here? Jenny, Ramesh, can you tell me?
Yes, sir. I understood the concept.
Okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. Yeah, so please try to implement this one, okay, please. Janu, can you confirm you are there, Jani?
Yeah, I have joined the class a bit late due to some work.
Okay, okay, no problem. So here you can see that, just try to understand and go through the video, okay, and try to implement yourself. Fine, then I'm just going to close this meeting now.